Simple English Stories.
Welcome back to Simple English Stories, the channel where we learn real-life English through clear stories and natural conversations. Today, we are talking about something very common, something almost everyone struggles with: procrastination. Yes, that habit where we delay important things and choose something easier, more comfortable, or more fun instead. In this episode, we will learn simple, practical, and easy-to-use methods to remove procrastination from your daily life. And remember, this podcast is designed for A to B1 English learners. So don't worry, the language will be clear, slow, and simple. With me today is Anna, and together we will explore why procrastination happens, how it affects our life, and most importantly, how to stop it. This is part 1. And in part 2, we will go deeper and share more powerful techniques. Let's start. Anna, let me ask you something. Be honest. Do you procrastinate?
Oh yes, Tom, I do. I procrastinate a lot. Sometimes I even procrastinate cleaning my room, answering emails, or going to the gym.
Same here. I used to procrastinate almost everything. I waited until the last minute for schoolwork, for work projects, even simple things like doing laundry.
So why do you think we procrastinate? We know something is important, but still, we delay it.
I think the first reason is very simple. The task feels too big. Our brain looks at the work and says, "Oh no, this is too much. Let's do it later."
Yes, I feel that too. When something looks difficult, I just want to run away from it.
Exactly. Imagine you have a 10-page report to write. Just the idea of 10 pages already makes you tired before you start. So you open YouTube, or you scroll TikTok. Or you tell yourself, "I will do it after a small break." And then the small break becomes 1 hour.
Or 5 hours.
Right. And this leads us to the second reason for procrastination. We choose comfort over progress.
That is true. Our brain always wants the easy way.
Yes, the brain loves comfort. It loves things that give quick pleasure: watching videos, eating snacks, lying on the bed. These activities give fast rewards, but important work usually gives slow rewards.
So Tom, does this mean procrastination is normal?
Yes, very normal. Almost everyone procrastinates, even successful people. But the difference is, successful people learn how to control it, instead of letting procrastination control them.
So today, we will help our listeners learn how to control it too.
Exactly. Let's share the first big strategy. The easiest way to beat procrastination is to break your work into very small, very simple steps.
Like what?
For example, instead of saying, "I have to clean my whole room," say, "I will clean my desk for 5 minutes." Instead of saying, "I must study English for 2 hours," say, "I will read this 1 page."
That feels much lighter. Less scary.
Exactly. Your brain stops feeling afraid when the task feels tiny. When the first step is small, it becomes easy to start. And starting is usually the hardest part.
Yes, once I start, I usually keep going.
That's the magic. When you do the tiny step, your brain gets energy. You get momentum. You continue naturally.
So the trick is, don't try to finish the whole task. Just start.
Right. Focus only on the first 5 minutes, or the first 1 step. Here is a very famous rule, the 2-minute rule.
What is that?
If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't think. Don't wait. Just do it.
Like replying to a short message?
Exactly. Or washing 1 cup, taking out the trash, sending a quick email, writing 1 sentence, or folding 1 shirt.
This really helps, because small tasks pile up and make you feel stressed.
Right. When small tasks grow into a mountain, you feel overwhelmed. But if you follow the 2-minute rule every day, you never let the mountain grow.
Tom, I think this is the hardest part for me: distractions.
You are not alone. Distractions are everywhere. Your phone, notifications, social media, noise, even other people.
Sometimes I sit down to work, but my phone keeps buzzing. I open one message, then another. Suddenly, 20 minutes are gone.
It happens to everyone. The solution is to create a clean working environment. A clean environment makes your mind clear too.
How do you do that?
Here are some tips. 1. Put your phone in another room. 2. Turn off notifications. 3. Clean your desk. 4. Use earphones or soft music. 5. Tell people not to disturb you.
Putting the phone in another room. That is difficult, but maybe the most effective.
Yes, because our phones are like magnets. They pull our attention away from our work.
This sounds interesting. What is the 5-4-3-2-1 method?
It's very simple. When you know you must start something, but you feel resistance, count down from 5.
Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Exactly. And then you immediately start the task. No thinking, no hesitation.
Why does this work?
Because counting interrupts your habit of delaying. Your brain prepares for action. It's like jumping into a pool. If you think too long, you won't jump. So you count and jump.
This method sounds fun and easy.
Another reason we procrastinate is because the task feels boring. So we avoid it.
True. Some tasks are just not fun.
So we can make them more enjoyable. For example, play soft music while working. Use colorful tools. Make a cup of tea. Work next to a window. Use a timer like Pomodoro.
I love the Pomodoro method. Work for 25 minutes, rest for 5.
Yes, it gives your brain a clear structure. It knows work time and break time.
What about rewards? Do they work?
They work very well. After you finish a task, give yourself something small. A piece of chocolate, a short stretch, a walk, a 10-minute break, a favorite snack.
Rewards make the brain happy. It learns that working is not painful.
Exactly. If your brain gets a reward after work, it will want to work again next time. There is one more powerful strategy: understanding why you're doing the task.
You mean motivation?
Yes, when you feel the deeper meaning behind your work, procrastination becomes weaker. For example, you study English because you want a better job. You exercise because you want to be healthy. You clean your room because you want peace.
When the why is strong, you will find the energy to start.
Exactly a weak why creates procrastination. A strong why destroys it. So, in this first part, we talked about why we procrastinate and 7 simple strategies to fight it. In part 2, we will go even deeper. We will talk about emotional triggers, how to build discipline, how to create a strong identity, and how to stay consistent every single day.
Part 2 will be very helpful for people who want long-term change.
Exactly. And of course, we will continue using simple A to B1 English so everyone can learn easily.
Thank you for listening to Simple English Stories. Don't forget to join us for part 2.
Let's continue in the next episode.
Simple English Stories.
Welcome back to Simple English Stories. And welcome to part 2 of our special podcast, How to Completely Remove Your Procrastination Habit. If you listened to part 1, you remember that we talked about small steps, removing distractions, rewards, and knowing your why. In part 2, we will go deeper. We will talk about emotions, discipline, routines, identity, and long-term habits. This part is very important because procrastination is not only about time, it's about how we feel, how we think, and how we see ourselves. Anna is here with me again. Ready, Anna?
I'm ready, Tom. Let's help our listeners finally break their procrastination habit.
Anna, I think a lot of procrastination comes from emotions.
Yes, I agree. Sometimes I delay a task because I feel tired. Other times, because I feel anxious or afraid of doing something wrong.
Exactly. Sometimes we think we are lazy, but actually we are avoiding uncomfortable emotions. For example, fear of failure, fear of not being perfect, feeling confused, feeling stressed, feeling bored.
I used to avoid difficult emails because I was afraid the other person would be disappointed in me.
That's a very common emotional trigger. So the first step is to notice the emotion behind the procrastination. Ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? And what am I trying to avoid?
If we understand the emotion, we can work with it.
Exactly. You don't have to fight the emotion. You just have to see it clearly. When the feeling becomes visible, it becomes smaller.
Tom, routines help me a lot. When I follow a routine, I procrastinate much less.
Same for me. A routine is like a map. It tells your brain what to do and when to do it. When your day is organized, procrastination has less space to grow.
So, what kind of routine do you recommend?
A simple one. For example, wake up at the same time. Stretch for 5 minutes. Drink a glass of water. Work for 25 minutes. Take a break. Check emails only at specific times. Nothing complicated. Just small things that bring structure to your day.
A routine makes the day feel smoother, like driving on a straight road.
Exactly. When you don't have a routine, your day becomes messy. A messy day creates procrastination. Anna, a lot of people think discipline means doing big things with big effort.
Yes, I used to think discipline means being very strict all the time.
But real discipline actually comes from small wins, repeated every day. For example, making your bed, reading 1 page, writing 1 sentence, cleaning your desk for 2 minutes, doing 5 push-ups.
These are tiny things, but when you do them every day, you start feeling stronger.
Yes, these small wins tell your brain, I can do it. I am someone who takes action. I am consistent. And when you feel this way, procrastination becomes weaker.
So discipline is like a muscle. The more we train it, the stronger it gets.
Exactly. This strategy is very powerful. It's about identity.
Identity? You mean how we see ourselves?
Yes, procrastination decreases when your identity matches your goals. For example, if you say, I want to study English every day, but your identity is, I am not a disciplined person, then you will procrastinate.
So what should the identity be?
Something simple like, I am a person who takes small actions. I am someone who finishes what I start. I am a person who shows up every day.
These sentences feel positive and realistic.
Yes, you don't need to say something extreme, like I am perfect, or I never delay. That's impossible. But you can choose a small, powerful identity that supports your actions.
Tom, what are energy leaks?
Energy leaks are small things that drain your energy without you noticing. For example, a messy room, too many open tabs on your laptop, unfinished tasks, negative thoughts, too many choices, being tired or not sleeping enough. These things slowly take your energy, and when your energy is low, procrastination becomes stronger. Exactly. Cleaning your space is not only about order, it's about energy. A clean space gives clear energy.
So removing energy leaks helps us stay focused.
Yes, it makes you feel lighter and more ready to start. Another powerful method is tracking your progress.
Like checking off boxes on a list?
Yes, our brain loves seeing progress. When you draw a check mark or complete a box, your brain feels rewarded. You can track your study time, your habits, your tasks, your wins.
I have a habit tracker on my wall. When I see the little boxes filled with color, I feel proud.
Exactly, tracking makes your improvement visible. When you can see your progress, you procrastinate less because you want to keep your streak going.
Tom, I think accountability is helpful too.
Absolutely. Accountability means someone else knows your goal and checks your progress. For example, a friend, a study partner, a coworker, a family member. When someone expects you to do something, you feel more responsible.
It's like having a teammate.
Yes, humans don't like disappointing others, especially people they respect. So having someone who checks on you can push you to act. Anna, have you ever delayed something because you wanted it to be perfect?
Oh yes, many times. I waited too long because I wanted the result to look perfect.
This is called perfectionism, and it is one of the biggest causes of procrastination. People think, if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. So they delay and delay, sometimes forever.
Yes, perfectionism makes simple things feel heavy.
Exactly. So the solution is make it simple, not perfect. You can always improve later, but you must start first.
Start small, start imperfect, but start.
Exactly. Here is another powerful habit. Do one difficult thing every day. Just one.
Why only one?
Because one is enough to build strength. For example, make a difficult phone call. Study for 20 minutes. Start a project. Go for a run. Clean something annoying. Doing one hard thing makes you feel brave. And when you feel brave, you procrastinate less in other areas.
I like this. It feels simple but meaningful.
Anna, here is something many people forget. Forgive yourself.
Forgive myself for what?
For procrastinating. Sometimes, everyone procrastinates. When you feel guilty or angry at yourself, it becomes harder to start again.
Yes, guilt makes the mind heavy.
Exactly. When you forgive yourself quickly, your mind becomes light again, and you can restart.
It's like saying, okay, I made a mistake, but I won't stay stuck.
Exactly. Self-forgiveness helps you move forward.
Shutdown routine? That sounds interesting.
Yes. A shutdown routine helps you end your day in a clean way. For example, close all tabs. Write down tasks for tomorrow. Clean your desk. Turn off notifications. This makes your next day easier and reduces procrastination.
Ending the day well helps you start the next day strong.
Exactly. Another powerful technique is to imagine your future self. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be in 1 year? What life do I want? How will that future me act today?
So we make decisions today based on the person we want to become.
Exactly. When you connect to your future self, procrastination feels smaller. And here is the final idea. Every day is a new chance. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do everything right. You only need to begin again.
That feels comforting. Like a fresh start.
Yes. Consistency is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about starting again every time you fall.
Tom, today's part was very deep. I think many listeners will feel understood and supported.
I hope so. Procrastination is not laziness. It's a habit, and habits can be changed. Slowly, gently, step by step.
And with these 20 strategies, everyone can build a better, more productive life.
Thank you for listening to Simple English Stories. If you enjoyed this podcast, please follow the channel, share it with a friend, and listen again to practice your English.
Remember, small actions every day create big changes.
We wish you a powerful and productive day. See you in the next episode.